I would like to explain hell to everybody. Hell is when you're 29, 30 years old, and you're pastoring a church, and you're working full time in a warehouse loading trucks, specifically orchard supply hardware. And then blowing your back out after 5 years in the year 2001. And then perpetually being thrust down into pain, depression, pharmaceuticals, more depression, and then 20 years later, you try to get out of that hell, that psychological hell that you were in for more than 20 years. And now the exit of this hell of depression, lack of self-worth, failure, really asking God why He's allowed you to live and didn't allow you to die when you were a child, because you actually did almost die when you were a child. And you wonder why God answered the prayers of the people around you, only to live in a world where you're amongst the 5% of people that process the world differently, think differently, and categorize things differently in your mind. You have a hard time connecting with people because you're fundamentally misunderstood. And as one Berkeley professor said, it should be called intentional and not ADHD, attention deficit disorder, but intentional deficit, meaning that you constantly fail in expressing what's really in your heart, and everybody sees you as a bad guy. And now you seek to get out of your depression, your misery, your hell on earth, only to find out that there is a 24-month corridor of no longer emotional torment, but now physical torment that turns into emotional torment. I've lived 50 years on this earth, and if hell is any worse, then please take it from someone who's been on hell here on the earth. It's not very comfortable, and it sucks. And you don't have anybody to turn to that actually understands the pain, misery, loneliness, depression that you feel. Nobody can complain about life more than I can.